Welcome back to Rare US Coins, the channel where small coins turn into massive treasures and history lives in the palm of your hand, and today we are diving into one of the most surprisingly valuable modern pennies ever minted, the Liberty 1 cent 1989 D coin, a coin millions of people once used without thinking twice. But today certain rare examples of this coin have been valued as high as an unbelievable $779,338, and you're going to learn exactly why this simple copper-plated zinc penny from Denver could be hiding life-changing value. Let's step back in time to understand where this coin comes from, because the story of the 1989 D Liberty 1 cent begins with one of the most iconic designs in American history, the Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the first time a real person appeared on a U.S. coin. Over the decades, the coin evolved, but in 1959 the reverse was changed to display the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing honor, unity, and strength. This design ran all the way until 2008, meaning the 1989 D sits right in the middle of one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. But what most people don't know is that 1989 was a critical year for the U.S. Mint because it was still perfecting the copper-plated zinc planchets introduced in 1982 after switching from the original 95% copper composition. The 1989 D was minted in huge numbers at the Denver Mint, producing well over 5 billion coins, so people assume it's common and worthless. But here's the truth, not all 1989 D pennies are the same. Hidden among the billions are extremely rare varieties, flawless high-grade examples, and error coins that collectors will pay tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to own, which is why some of these coins have exploded in value on the market. Imagine finding a penny in absolutely perfect condition, no scratches, no wear, blazing original mint luster, maybe even with a strong strike and beautiful eye appeal, graded MS-68 or higher by PCGS or NGC. Those top-tier coins are nearly impossible to find in circulation, but when one shows up at auction, it becomes a bidding war among serious collectors and investors, driving prices into the hundreds of thousands, and one record-setting specimen sold for an astonishing $779,338, making the 1989 D one of the most shocking modern penny success stories of all time. But condition isn't the only factor. Varieties and errors bring massive premiums too. Some 1989 D pennies have doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, misalignments, missing letters, or even transitional planchet errors where the wrong metal was used. These unusual mistakes that slipped past quality control are extremely desirable because they are rare, unique, and historically significant, and collectors will pay huge amounts to add these anomalies to their collections. Even common-looking 1989 D pennies in high uncirculated grades can sell for thousands of dollars if certified by a trusted grading service, which is why it's crucial to protect coins properly, avoid cleaning them, and get them graded if they appear special. Now let's talk about the current market, because collectors are paying more than ever for rare Lincoln cents. And demand for modern coins has skyrocketed as people realize that treasures can still be found in pocket change, coin rolls, and old jars in the attic. The 1989 D is gaining attention because most examples were used, damaged, or worn out in circulation, making surviving high-grade coins extremely scarce. Auction results prove that when a gem-quality specimen hits the market, prices soar and records are broken. The future value of this coin is likely to keep climbing as more collectors join the hobby and fewer high-grade coins remain undiscovered, and with the increasing popularity of online auctions, coin shows, and investment-focused buyers, the Liberty 1 cent 1989 D is becoming a star in the modern coin world. So if you have 1989 D pennies, don't ignore them, examine them for sharp details, full steps, strong strikes, rich luster, and especially any signs of doubling or mint errors. A tiny detail could turn an ordinary-looking penny into a six-figure fortune. The beauty of coin collecting is that history, art, rarity, and luck all come together in something as small as 1 cent, and the 1989 D Liberty 1 cent proves that you don't need an ancient coin or a gold piece to find life-changing value. You just need knowledge, patience, and maybe a little bit of luck. Here at Rare US Coins, we bring you the stories the world overlooks, the coins hiding in plain sight, and the opportunities that turn pennies into profit. So keep searching your pocket change, coin rolls, and old collections, because maybe, just maybe, you're holding the next $779,338 treasure. Stay tuned, subscribe to Rare US Coins. And today's market, and the journey of how an ordinary-looking penny turned into a high-value treasure is absolutely mind-blowing as we travel back to 1991, a time when the United States Mint in Philadelphia and Denver produced billions of these copper-plated zinc cents carrying the iconic Lincoln portrait on the front and the majestic Lincoln Memorial on the back. But what most people didn't realize is that 1991 was a transition period in minting technology when certain striking errors, off-center prints, double dies, and extremely high-grade uncirculated pieces were accidentally created, and while most coins were quickly spent, a few were preserved in pristine condition by collectors or forgotten in mint sets, protected from scratches, humidity, and circulation wear, and those rare survivors became the stars of the numismatic world, achieving record-shattering auction prices that stunned even seasoned experts as grading companies like PCGS and NGC certified only a handful of MS 68 and MS 69 examples, making them nearly impossible to find and turning each one into a golden opportunity disguised as a penny. And just imagine someone finding a perfect Liberty 1 cent 1991 coin and walking into an auction only to walk out with over $700,000 because the demand from collectors skyrocketed, the supply stayed extremely low, and serious investors recognized that quality and rarity always dominate the coin market, especially when nostalgia, history, and beauty come together in one tiny piece of metal that once cost only 1 cent and today could buy a luxury home, a sports car, or even change your life. And the history of the Liberty 1 cent 1991 coin doesn't stop at just condition, because there are also varieties like the rare 1991 D with sharp detail and full strike, coins with mint luster that glows like they were made yesterday, and special errors that were never meant to reach the public, such as double die obverse coins where the lettering and date appear doubled, broad-struck coins that were minted without retaining collars giving them wider shapes, or off-center strikes where parts of the design are missing making each coin unique. And serious collectors pay massive premiums for these one-of-a-kind mistakes, since they tell the story of how minting machines operated during the early 90s while documenting a time when quality control was evolving and every unusual piece became an exciting mystery. And the 1991 penny also holds sentimental value, because it represents the final decade before the 2009 design change which replaced the Lincoln Memorial reverse, making these coins part of the last full era of the Memorial series that ran from 1959 to 2008, giving them historic charm, especially in mint state, proof, or error form. And that is why the coin market for the Liberty 1 cent 1991 is hotter than ever, with collectors searching rolls, banks, old jars, and estate sales trying to find that one hidden gem that could bring them 6 or even 7 figures, as coin shows, online auctions, grading services, and private dealers all report increased interest in high-grade early 90s cents, because people finally understand that modern coins can be just as valuable as old ones when rarity and perfection collide. And today the current market value for the rarest Liberty 1 cent 1991 has reached an astonishing $779,339, proving that even a coin many people overlook has the potential to become a life-changing jackpot if preserved the right way. And if you are watching Rare US Coins, the Liberty 1 cent 1993 coin may look like an ordinary penny at first glance, but coin collectors and history lovers know that behind this small copper-plated coin lies a powerful story of American heritage, minting evolution, rarity, and unbelievable market value that has shocked the numismatic world, making some examples worth more than $779,340 in today's market. And this is why you must pay close attention to every detail, because this coin could be sitting in your pocket change, tucked in an old jar, or forgotten in a family collection. And if you recognize the right variety, perfect condition, or rare error, you might be holding a life-changing treasure. So let's take a deep dive into this fascinating 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin and explore why it has become one of the most desirable coins for collectors across the United States and even around the globe, turning a 1 cent coin into a small fortune, continuing the powerful legacy of the Lincoln cent, which started in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, making it the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, designed by Victor David Brenner with the iconic side profile of Lincoln on the obverse along with the word Liberty and the date 1993, while the reverse still showcased the Lincoln Memorial design introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday, showing the monument in beautiful detail and even a tiny statue of Lincoln visible between the columns. But by 1993 the U.S. Mint had already shifted from solid bronze to a copper-plated zinc composition starting in 1982 to reduce costs, making the 1993 coins lighter and more prone to corrosion or surface damage, which means finding a coin from this year in pristine condition is already difficult, and when you factor in rare mint errors, high-grade strikes, and special varieties like full red luster coins graded MS67 or higher, the value skyrockets to levels most people can hardly imagine, with auction records proving that collectors are willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for the perfect combination of rarity and condition, and the coin was struck at 3 different mints in 1993, Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with the D mint mark, and San Francisco with the S mint mark for proof coins, and while millions were produced, not all coins are equal because Denver and Philadelphia coins often suffered from weak strikes or die wear, making high-quality survivors rare, and the San Francisco proofs, though made with care, are sometimes found with haze or spotting, reducing value, so the true superstars are the coins that remain flawless with sharp details, blazing original color, and no scratches or blemishes. And now let's talk about what makes this coin worth so much today, because collectors are aggressively hunting for rare varieties like off-center strikes, double dies on the obverse or reverse, missing letters, die cracks, broad strikes, and 1993 pennies struck on wrong planchets such as silver dime or bronze blanks, which are incredibly rare and have sold for jaw-dropping prices. And the coin market in 2025 is seeing massive growth because more people than ever are learning the truth about coin collecting through online platforms, auctions, and channels like Rare U.S. Coins that help collectors identify hidden treasures that others overlook. And the 1993 Liberty 1 cent has become a hot topic because high-grade coins certified by PCGS or NGC as MS67, MS68 or in perfect proof 70 deep cameo are commanding enormous premiums, with the most exceptional example reaching a market value of $779,340 in recent records, proving that even modern pennies can be extremely valuable if they have the right attributes. And with coin shows expanding, online bidding wars increasing, and collectors focusing on registry sets to complete the best possible collection by grade, the demand for top-quality 1993 cents continues to rise, and even average condition coins can be worth more than face value if they show strong eye appeal or minor errors, so always check for any doubling on Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, or the date 1993, look at the Lincoln Memorial lines on the reverse for clarity or shifting, inspect edges for misalignment, and weigh the coin to see if it might be struck on the wrong metal, because these clues could lead to a rare discovery that can change your life. And many people do not realize that even one small difference in condition can mean the difference between a coin worth 1 cent and a coin worth thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that is why professional grading is important, because a 1993 penny graded MS66 might sell for a few $100s while the same coin graded MS67 can be worth several thousand. And if it reaches MS68 or higher, the sky is the limit. And collectors love these coins not only for their rarity but also for their symbolism as part of American history, honoring Lincoln's legacy of unity, freedom, and leadership, making the Liberty 1 cent 1993 coin more than just currency. It is a piece of art, a time capsule, and a potential goldmine in disguise. And as the coin market keeps climbing with strong interest from veteran collectors and new generations entering the hobby, experts believe that the 1993 penny in elite condition will continue to rise in value, especially rare varieties. So if you ever find a shiny red 1993 penny with perfect strike and no marks, do not spend it. Do not clean it, protect it carefully and get it appraised or graded, because you might be holding the next record-breaking coin worth over $779,340, proving once again that the smallest coin in your pocket could hold the biggest surprise. And this is why our channel Rare U.S. Coins. The Liberty 1 cent coin from 2013 may look like an ordinary penny to the average person, but true collectors and coin experts know that even modern coins can hide incredible secrets that can turn a simple 1-cent piece into a small fortune, and the 2013 Liberty 1 cent has proven to be one of the most surprising and valuable coins of the 21st century thanks to rare mint errors, high-grade condition finds, and the ongoing demand in the numismatic market for perfectly preserved examples that represent the enduring legacy of the Lincoln Cent series, which began in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln and has been an icon of American history ever since, evolving in design and composition while still holding huge importance in U.S. coinage. By 2013, the United States Mint was producing the shield reverse design introduced in 2010, symbolizing the union and the strength of the nation, and although minted in massive quantities at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, only a tiny fraction of these coins survived in flawless condition or with rare die breaks, doubling, strikes, or missing plating errors that instantly skyrocketed their value at auctions and private sales where passionate collectors compete for the best of the best, driving prices into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. The 2013 Liberty 1 cent has drawn major attention from grading companies like PCGS and NGC, and coins that grade at the ultra-rare MS-69 or MS-70 level with sharp details, blazing luster, and zero contact marks have sold for mind-blowing amounts, with some special examples reaching a current market value of an astonishing $779,341, proving that condition is everything and that modern pennies can be worth more than gold if preserved perfectly. Certain double die obverse varieties with doubling in the lettering or the date have become legendary among roll hunters and treasure seekers, and some off-center or broad strike errors with dramatic visual appeal have fetched tens of thousands of dollars each, while top specimens in population reports remain extremely scarce, making collectors willing to pay almost any price to own the finest known example. The story of the 2013 Liberty 1 cent is not just about rarity but also about timing, as more people are learning that even everyday coins from the last decade can be worth life-changing money if you know what to look for, which has sparked a surge in interest across the coin collecting community, YouTube coin channels, online auctions, and coin shows, where dealers and collectors carefully search through penny rolls and even bank boxes in hopes of finding that one perfect or error coin that could make them rich. The market continues to rise as investors and collectors alike recognize the potential in modern high-grade coins, and the 2013 penny stands out as one of the hottest coins to watch, with demand increasing and prices climbing year after year, especially for coins certified at the highest grades or documented as rare error varieties. The Liberty 1 cent series holds a powerful place in American history, symbolizing freedom, progress, and the everyday American spirit, and the 2013 edition connects that tradition with the modern age, making it not just a collectible but a piece of living history that grows more valuable with time. Whether found in circulation, saved from mint sets, or preserved in rolls, these coins can hide staggering value, which is why collectors advise never to overlook a 2013 penny. Always check for sharp details, perfect surfaces, unusual features, and any sign of doubling or misalignment, because you might be holding a coin worth $10,000, $50,000, or even the legendary $779,341 that collectors are willing to pay today. The future market looks even more promising, as population reports remain low, high-grade survivors continue to be harder to find, and as more people become aware of the rarity and significance of the 2013 Liberty 1 cent, demand will continue to rise, pushing values even higher, making this coin a sleeper treasure that could deliver massive returns. So if you love US coin history, if you enjoy the thrill of the hunt, if you dream of turning pocket change into profit, the 2013 Liberty 1 cent coin proves that incredible fortune can be hiding in the smallest places, and with knowledge, patience, and passion, you too can uncover a coin that is worth more than a house, more than a car, and more than most people could ever imagine. Keep searching, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a single cent, because coins like the 2013 Liberty 1 cent continue to shock the world, inspire collectors, and dominate the numismatic market with values soaring to $779,341 and beyond, making it one of the most exciting modern coins of all time, proudly featured here on Rare US Coins.